Hi everyone, it's Teresa from Albright of This here. So I know a few of you weren't able to get to our crochet workshop that we had last week, where we looked at different ways of attaching our granny squares together. So I'm going to do a brief tutorial now to show you one of the methods, and this is going to be the first of 4 little tutorial videos that come out showing you the different methods that we did in the workshop, so that you can start putting your granny squares together to create something beautiful. So I hope you enjoy. So let's start by looking at crocheting our granny squares together using double crochet. So this is the row of double crochet going up here that's joining our 2 granny squares together. And this technique is quite simple, quite effective. It creates a nice ridged effect. So here's 2 granny squares I prepared earlier, and we're going to use a contrasting yarn and my size 4 crochet hook, and we're going to do double crochets up here. So let's get started. I'm going to put my granny squares together with the wrong sides facing each other. So that's the right side of my granny square, that's the wrong side of my granny square. You see the difference? And I'm going to put the wrong sides together. So I have the right sides facing out. And I'm going to start by joining my thread into the corner and connecting the 2 granny squares together. So I'm going to crochet 1 chain, to secure my thread. And because I had 3 chains here on my corner, I'm going to do another double or a double crochet into the corner. There we go. Now I'm going to work now into the stitches at the top of my granny squares. I'm going to go in under the stitch on the granny square closest to me, and I'm going to go through this corresponding stitch on the back granny square. I'm going to hook my yarn through, then yarn over and pull through my 2 stitches, and there's my double crochet. I'm going to do that again in the next stitch, the front one, the back one, hook my yarn through, yarn over, through 2 stitches, through the front stitch, through the back stitch, hook my yarn through both of them, yarn over my hook, through 2 stitches, come to a space. I'm just going to put my hook through the space, hook my yarn through, yarn over, through 2 stitches. So this is the English version of the double crochet. I'm going to go in through the stitch, through the stitch, hook my yarn, pull it through both granny squares, over my hook and through. And I'm going to do that all the way across the top, and I'll meet you at the corner. So here we go, we've got to the other end, into our corner there. So if I open that out now, you can see we've crocheted these two together. We've got a nice ridge, and what I would suggest that you do if you're doing quite a few of these is crochet, add on your next granny square here, crochet there, then your next one, do your rows, and then you can crochet your rows together, lining up, so you end up with it all nice and neat going up and across. So that's crocheting your granny squares together with a double crochet. It's a nice simple technique, doesn't take very long, but does give you a nice finish at the end.